Hey guys, into this video we are going to talk all about anal masturbation and stimulation. Ooh, how exciting! I know, it's a very taboo subject. Anal pleasure, it's still a scary place for many. Well, this video is for you, whether you're a guy or a woman who is curious about anal masturbation and stimulation. I'm gonna share more about solo masturbation and things that you can do for yourself to get to know this part of your body. I am Céline Remy, the Intimacy Angel, and I'm here to help you bring your sexy back in life. So let's start with defining anal masturbation. So anal masturbation is the exploration and applying erotic stimulation to the anus and the rectum. You don't have to just have internal penetration for it. Just playing on the outside of the anus can be considered anal stimulation. Now you need to know that your anus has a lot of nerve endings and that it can be a highly erogenous zones. For most people, what gets in the way is their head. They're having these weird ideas that somehow this is dirty, you shouldn't go there, or if you like anal stimulation, especially if you're a guy, it makes you gay, which it doesn't. And so they have to get over all the different fears and shame that they have around the anal masturbation. Now, anal masturbation can be really good if you want to learn more about your body. And we hold a lot of like tension, especially in our society. We are seated all the time and we put a lot of pressure on our perineum, on our anuses, and then we get all this tension. When there's so much tension, it traps the sexual energy, and then it also makes you have what I call the tight ass syndrome, and no one wants to be a tight ass, right? So stimulating your anus can help to release that tension, can help to bring more circulation. I think there's nothing more relaxing than a finger in the ass. Like literally, it can melt the stress away in seconds. If you haven't tried it, you ought to do this. So why would you do anal masturbation, right? Well, I think that our bodies are like instruments, and the instruments of pleasure, and it's important to know how to play these instruments, how to tune them, and how to explore different melodies, right? And so you want to play with everything that you've got. And I think that being able to approach the anal region allows you to let go a lot of the shame, of the stories around sexuality that can be holding you back. So it allows you to enjoy yourself more fully. And I think it's a zone that's really underutilized. And once you start to discover it, it opens up the door to more pleasure. I mean, for guys, the prostate, which is the most direct way to access your prostate, is through the anus, and because it shares a wall and you can access the prostate this way. The prostate has been known as the male G-spot. So having anal penetration can help to stimulate the prostate for a guy. We women don't have a prostate, but anal stimulation, when you have something inside your anus, it creates a sense of fullness, and it can create pressure, which can then press on the perineal sponge inside your vagina, and there's literally a connection where you feel this fullness, and it can be highly arousing for you as a woman to have anal stimulation. So some of the best positions to do solo exploration of your anus are to be on your side, because it's easy to use your hand on your side and access the anus. Or you could be on your back laying with your knees bent, and you can have access to your anus that way. Now, you don't have to go inside right away. You can play with your butt cheeks, spread them open, play around the anus and on the anus. Do a little bit of a motion like a doorbell, pressing and release, and using your breath with the movement where you press in and then release as you exhale. And so you really have this connection with the body, and you start to get used to having this area of your body touched. You need to know that your anus does not self-lubricate. That means that you absolutely need to use lube. And there's never too much lube when it comes to anal stimulation. You can use a silicone-based lube because it tends to last a little bit longer. However, if you're going to use toys, silicone is not the best choice. So you want to use a lube that can work. I like oil. I will use coconut oil or castor oil because it works really well and it's 100% natural. But you can't really combine those with toys. Now, I think your fingers are the best way to start, especially with one finger, because your finger feels and has energy. When you touch the anus, you have direct feedback, and then you can know how much pressure you want or need. You can go really slowly. A finger is so much more delicate and softer than a hard toy. So for a newbie, exploring just using your finger can go a long way. If you never ever explored your anus and you want to start, I'd say start in the shower, because it's a good place. You can use soap and then you're under the water, and then you can like rinse off your hands, use more soap, wash everything off. So there's nothing about like feeling like it could get messy, dirty, stinky, smelly, whatever else the story are, but you get to explore this for the first time. Now, you could use some toys. You could use dildos that are shaped specifically for anal penetration. There are prostate massagers designed for guys, and there are things like butt plugs and anal beads that are designed to go into your anus and really create some stimulation. I think butt plugs, you want to work your way up, right? So you want to start smaller until you learn how to relax your anus. There are two different sphincters. There's one you can control and one that you can't control. That means you need to learn how to really relax so that your anus can open and something bigger can come in. Now, slow is better. And again, use a lot of lube. So now you know the different positions, you know that you can use your fingers, explore a little bit. Once you feel like you can slowly go in, you never have to just go in, slowly go in. You don't have to move much. You can press up, down, side, stretch a little bit. Let's say you're inside, you just want to feel like, how does it feel? If you press down towards your perineum, for women, you'll feel maybe some stimulation inside your vagina. If you're a guy, you want to press up towards your pubic bone so that it can stimulate your prostate. Feel, is there tension that you're holding? You can do some little circles or motion, or just having a finger inside and relaxing. If you have a toy, it makes you hand-free, so you can use your hands to do other things and stimulate other erogenous zones, like masturbate yourself or massage the rest of your body. So ultimately, it's about incorporating a new zone of pleasure that can feel really good. One word of caution, you want to make sure that you had good bowel movements that day, because then everything has gone out. Like, you're not really gonna have that much stuck in there. Usually the rectum is pretty clean. Now, if you feel concerned, just use a little finger caught or a glove to protect you, even if you do it on yourself. It's so easy, because once you're done with your anal stimulation, you remove your glove and you can keep going and do other things without having to go wash your hands. If you use toys, then you can let go of the toy and later you take good care of it, clean it the way that it's designed to be cleaned. But exploring anal stimulation can help you to open up to new pleasure. It can help you to know your body better. And remember, when you go in, going out, go as slowly as you went in, especially if you have a butt plug, because it can hurt to pull out too quickly. And so you want to slowly remove things. You just want to get used to having something inside your anus. Sometimes it does feel a little bit weird, like you're gonna poop. It's just because it's kind of contracting the same muscles that you use when you have a bowel movement. So just get over the fear. You're not gonna poop on yourself. It's just kind of because you're not used to having something in, plus usually everything goes out. So it's just kind of like stimulating everything. Just breathe, relax, and see whether or not you enjoy it. And then once you've explored this on your own and you know your body better, you can start playing with a partner. Remember, slow is key when it comes to anal stimulation. Stop at the minutes that, like, at the first sign of discomfort. Make sure you add more lube or go slower, and you really don't have to go big. A finger is enough, or a small butt plug. It's just all about feeling good. You don't even have to go inside. You could just be massaging around your anus and your butt cheek to release that tension. So if you haven't yet given anal masturbation a try, give it a try, put it into your repertoire as something new. As always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel.